What's up, folks? Thursday night. Thursday night. Here we go. Let me get some combination of my music volume versus the system audio volume, sounding like something I can keep listening to. What is it? The other night when I played D&D with the gentleman, I wound up doing some tweakery to my levels, so those might sound a little garbage tonight, but we're gonna figure that out. Volume mix is good, Greg? You think so? Right off the bat? I don't believe it, but I like the sound of it. It's so nice to dream that it's okay for a shot. So what are we gonna do today? I want to spend a minute scratching my head and looking at how I have gamepad support set up in Halloween Forever, because I feel like I might be able to improve it, or I might be able to fix some of the issues that people are having when they have multiple devices connected. I don't know, we gotta see. Oh, the sword dude is a skeleton boss, mini boss, who didn't make it into the game for launch, but he might be like some expansion stuff if I do like some extra level content in addition, on top of just new characters and things. So he may yet be added to the Halloween Forever roster. Let's see, I think we could switch over at that F11. Yeah, I'm gonna hide my preview because it's just funny looking at my little head over on that side of the screen. Yeah, Skeleton Guy was really fun to make. He probably needs a couple other states to like really be good, but he was a fun one to work on. So let me see. Okay, I've got a couple things I can try, ideas. I want to see how stuff plays out. And holy crap, so much stuff on my desk. It's really a terrible mess, but that's okay. That's what happens when I've been like working on a project for a while. I just make like a stack, and then I finish the project and I'm like, look at that stack. Holy nuts. Too much stuff. Dan Behemoth of the auto host. The one and only Dan Behemoth. Such a maze. Love those guys at Behemoth. They make some good stuff. And like consistent for years too. That's crazy. Okay. Just had to change some settings so that we could start in a windowed mode. So let me see. I've got two gamepads connected. One I know works. One I have never even tried with Halloween Forever, but I want to see if the one that works. What is going on with my iTunes? iTunes Windows borked. So sad. Okay, what are we doing? Game Maker. Take your time to save. Gosh, I need to double check. I hope I don't have auto updates enabled. Up, go through doors, and A jump. Nice. Did you do, Greg, did you do like a Joy to Key situation? Or is this in Stree Fox with the auto host? Is this in your game, or you made a custom setup in Halloween Forever? Gamepad up being jump. Yeah. Okay, well, a gamepad is connected because it's giving us the gamepad instructions on the front screen. Okay. 2 gamepads connected. Whoa. This one is working. Custom. I didn't expect it to recognize this. Okay. What is the mapping on this? That's exciting. This is like, this thing is as old as dirt. My Gravis Gamepad Pro. Alright, well. Now I need to enable the preview so I can see this in the... This thing works partly. I didn't expect that. D-pad doesn't work. Oh, and it stopped working because I lost focus, that's why. It's weird. Jump is red, shoot is green, can't walk. Not really what I was looking for. I was hoping it just wouldn't work. Okay, the Xbox 360 one doesn't work. Okay, so I wonder if some of this has to do with order of the slots, like what's plugged into USB port X versus Y. So, jeez, I've got like D&D index cards all over my desk. Blanket's coming off because I gotta go. The blanket's coming off, everybody. I gotta reach my USB ports real quick. So I'm gonna do some off-screen unplugging, plugging things in and out. Something just unplugged. What happened? Okay. Those are switched ports. Yes. So much stuff. Charging my Fitbit too. Everything. Just pile of blankets. It looked like a laundromat. I'm checking my. Make sure I didn't unplug my mic or something. Okay, so I wonder if it will detect the Xbox gamepad before the other one and assign it priority? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know what GameMaker does in this situation. Still says the gamepad is connected. Otherwise, this text is like the keyboard text. So it's kind of like... Keyboard doesn't work. Nope. Still giving precedence to the shittier gamepad. You know, all you can do is jump and shoot. Jump and shoot. Wonder if unplug it. Reach it again. This. Plug and play with imaginary monsters. How exciting! I'm gonna hang that over my second screen. This is gonna look like a Radio Shack in the 80s. Oh, okay. So it just takes a minute, but unplugging the other gamepad and the Xbox One works now. Gosh, I don't know. This is really hard. Greg, it might be hard. I'm not sure. I just haven't set it up yet. I want to do that though. We might look at some of that tonight. But this is interesting because so far I've been getting like feedback from people where if they have like multiple gamepads plugged in, like a gamepad and a controller. Let's just call. So I keep calling the 360 controller a gamepad just because all of the GameMaker like detection scripts refer to it as a gamepad. But let's call this a controller for the sake of argument. And like one of the guys on the Steam forums, he had like a macro key gamepad. Let's call that a gamepad. So if you have like two controllers or a controller and a gamepad plugged in, it seems like the application fights for priority. Like, it doesn't know which one to assign, you know, like, controller status to. But from what everybody was telling me is they would have to, like, restart, disconnect with the other device, only have the working controller plugged in, and then it would work, but it would be after, like, rebooting and restarting. Yeah, you unplug the ones you don't want and you're good. That's it. But, you know, the thing is, like, it's just like user preference. Like, people don't want to have to, like, unplug their shit that they always have plugged in to run a game, you know, and I don't know if I can fix that. But the thing is, I just unplugged the other gamepad. I unplugged the other controller, let, like, the application refreshed a second, and now I'm using the 360 controller without having to reboot or restart or anything. So I don't know, man. It's just like this is like one of those things where it's like, if I can't repeat it myself, like, how do you fix it? So, and maybe that's just part of having, like, more people starting to look at your game. You get these, like, edge case scenarios where somebody's setup doesn't work, but the majority of all the other setups do, and I don't know how to fix the one thing that I can't repeat on my end. So I don't know, but this is making me question it. This is making me question whether rebooting is required in the first place too. So yeah, it just has me a little bit confused. Yeah, it definitely is, you know, and this one guy that I've been talking to, he was like if I can't like run the game that I want to, I can't run the game that I want the way I want to run it, you know, I want to refund it. And I was like, it's all right, dude. If you need to refund it, that's cool. And I'm looking into this stuff now, just trying to figure it out. But it's just one of those things where I don't know if I can make it work that perfect way. Yeah, wait a minute before rebooting, because it does unplugging the gamepad. Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna just unplug this too. It used to crash the game if you unplugged it. No, it doesn't. It just hangs. I saw it hang for a second. Yep, it hangs for a second while it runs like an update. And now we're back in again. Yeah, it's more robust than it used to be, or it's more robust than I remember. So, it's normally $5, but it's been like $3 and change because it's been 20% off on the holiday sale. What's up, Mocal? I'm doing some thinking out loud about how my gamepad support works in this old thing. Yeah, it's okay. I don't want to really, like, no, it's cool, dude. I don't want to, like, nickel and dime or get into, like, the broader should you or shouldn't you refund a $3 game or something. It's all good. But I mean, the dude has been pretty chill. Like, we've been, like, replying back and forth a little bit, and I was like, could you try this? Could you try that? And he's been game for, you know, trying some different things out in the process. So I don't know, it might just be, if you can just unplug the thing. I wish I had the same, you know, Logitech thing that he has, and I could repeat the exact same issue on my end, because that's how you test stuff. But I don't have a billion peripherals. I don't have, like, all right, let's go in the cabinet. I've got all the arcane buttons and widgets and things that, you know, I don't even use those things, but people do. Yeah, it's okay. It's not like a $20 game and somebody wants their $20 back because it didn't work the way they intended. but also too, like I don't want to spend all night like fixing something that in my mind might be a little bit workable as is. Yeah, Mac build is necessary too. That's the thing. I have, now that like the holidays are wrapping up, I have an old Mac Mini around here somewhere. There it is. And I want to see if I can push a build to that, because if I can do that from home without needing to like lug my laptop into work and, you know, do that, it's just nice to have it all here. It's too fussy otherwise. Okay, let's just take a minute and look at all of the gamepad controller stuff, because maybe I'll realize that we can make it a touch more robust in a way. Where's all that stuff? It's not in a script, I think it's in the controller. Yeah. Who's got good New Year's Eve plans? Oh, it's alright, dude. Don't apologize. You could just vanish and not say anything, and I'd still be talking to you. How's that? I think this is all in just the controller. And now I've got a big USB cable dangling in front of my screen. Hooray. Put some new music on. The Castlevania is kind of quiet. There we go. Okay, I think it's all in the step. Is it? Yeah, this is it. Get the player's input. So this is just running every step too. That's probably why. Okay, gamepad device count, because so you can have let me see, you can have multiple gamepads connected, even though I'm gonna bring some of this stuff one screen or the other. We might be just doing a little bit of reading. Reading on stream as I'm wrapping my head around this stuff. See, I don't know if there's an easy way to do it. I'd love for GameMaker to recognize if the gamepad that works is, or if the gamepad that is plugged in is going to work, and if it is going to work, then it runs, you know, like the gamepad loop and assigns all the keys to that. I guess here's the thing. Global key right. So one thing I kind of want to do. Yeah, one thing I kind of want to do is have I sort of feel like it might be bad. It might be bad having gamepad or keyboard work. Like we should just have both work simultaneously. If somebody's cat runs across their keyboard, you know, bad cat. But because right now I have all the variables getting assigned replaced by you know, new values, but I could just have like those set up as like different variables and have everything run as like an OR in the character controller. So the keyboard input or the gamepad input results in like the action. So maybe we're gonna do that. I'm not even sure if we're gonna do that tonight too. I'm just trying to like, I'm wrapping my head around this because I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time. Let's see. Pad right, pad left, face 1. Jump and fire, face 1 and face 2, face... What does face 3 do? Oh, everything's face 1 and face 3. Yep. Yeah, what do we want to do? Because there is, you can, I just don't think there is. So there's a function for, gamepad is supported, but I think it's more of like, am I on a tablet, can I use a gamepad? Versus, am I on a PC, can I use a gamepad? This function you can find out whether the target platform supports gamepads, not whether it supports the gamepad you're trying to use. Gamepad device count. Number of gamepads connected. Yeah, and I mean, it can, and this thing, it can return like a string based on like a description of a gamepad, but gamepad is connected, draw text. But I don't know if you can say like this, you know, if this is supported, then do this, otherwise don't do gamepad stuff. Which gamepad device slot to check? What is this? This function can be used to detect a current threshold setting of the analog buttons for a given device. No. Digital buttons versus analog buttons. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, I don't think it has like the support that I want. Hang on a second. I want to just let's do some quick Googling. Because I'm just curious, like how they're doing this stuff in GameMaker Studio 2. GameMaker Studio 2 gamepad. Do they even have documentation for it? This is all just the regular GameMaker Studio stuff. Man. Google tells me how many times I've visited these tutorials that didn't point me to anything I could use. Well, it might just be the kind of thing where I've been talking about looking at just some other open source stuff for how different games are doing gamepad support. Add priority to the end of your search. Oh, now I feel it. Now I feel like a Google search nub. Dang it. I think I had some. Hang on a second. Game dev tools and processes. Somewhere I thought I had something. Oh, I can't remember where. It's probably in an email somewhere. I've got the name of the game with like somewhat like supposedly decent gamepad support that I want to take a look at. Gamepad priority. Dun, 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 dun. How to increase Google search priority? I don't know. It's just SEO garbage. Yeah, Game Maker Studio 2. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm going to... It's not like I'm going to port Halloween Forever over to Game Maker Studio 2. That's like another... That's a can of worms. Don't want to get into. Well... Gamepad input. Yeah, because even trying to do like some kind of vetting as far as like, yeah, I don't know, at least if, no, I definitely don't want to port it over because to me that just seems like a lot of. Whoops, seems like a lot of work for I don't know the value. I definitely want to do the next game in Studio 2, but that it's gonna pull a lot of stuff from Halloween Forever. Hey, mi amigo. What's up, dude? Not much, man. I'm trying to figure out some gamepad support. Not even like issues. I'm just trying to understand better how the gamepad connectivity works in like Game Maker with the way I have it set up in Halloween Forever, and I'm trying to improve. Because I mean, also too, like this is stuff that I want to have working better for next game. So we'll see. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit because the Immortal is tight. Oh yeah, Greg, anybody else that's hanging, I don't know who's gonna be around after my usual stream end time, but I think we're doing another D&D game tonight. Trying to fit one in while everybody's on flexible work/vacation time. Yeah, dude, welcome home from work. And Hola Me Amigo is our D&D for the Strahd game. Good man. So we'll probably be doing that around like 9:30 or 10ish. I think we're probably gonna like start herding cats around 9:30 and it'll actually be like broadcasting at 10. So we'll have a little break in between, I'm assuming. Oh, that's cool, dude. Go play Siege. Please go play games. You don't have to watch us play games. You can definitely go play games. Okay, so what if we did this? So these are the only places a global key right. Greg, usually I usually wrap up around 9. When I was cramming on Halloween Forever, getting it ready to launch. Oh, 4 a.m. Oh, that would actually be fun, but yeah, I don't know. I would just be toast for work tomorrow, but it's worse things. Still get stuff done. Sometimes I go later, sometimes I stream later, but usually there has to be a reason. We'll probably actually end like midnight-ish. Midnight-ish, yeah. Yeah, dude. I found that if as long as I'm warmer down here, I'm much more alert for longer. But if I get cold, I get sleepy, and then my focus goes down the toilet. Okay, so I think I set up my input stuff to be really easy to update in the player. Where did I put all that stuff? Back to input. Global key left, global key right. Dude, yeah, I really want to hang out at PAX. I really want to do it. We should be there. I'll be there Friday, Saturday. Is there somebody else in the chat that we can see? We can't. Oh, I think when I said yeah, dude, I was speaking that hola mi amigo, but I didn't say his name. All right, dude. Good luck with the paperwork. Just because whenever I play D&D in the basement, or even just streaming for a while. Well, streaming is different because I'm working, but D&D, if I get chilly, I get sleepy. And then, so what do we want to do? Global key attacking, global key attacking. Okay, I have a better idea for how to player input. Where are all the global input variables? They're not all in one place like I had dreamed they were, which is okay. I think because I kind of, that's right, I kind of like pulled them out into the controller. So let's just keep it all in the controller instead of putting that stuff in the player. Can we do this? Okay, so global key right. These are our inputs. Global key right. So instead of redefining all of our input variables, global key right, okay. All global. Keyboard or gamepad. This might be an improvement, just as long as we can help players feel like something is broken when it actually isn't broken. Global key, okay, that has to be negative. Let's just do this. For the sake of keeping it organized for now. I think I can do this. So we're gonna have oh, you know what? I don't know if I can have, this is the problem. I don't know if I can have any logic in a definition. Let me see. Global key right. I'll figure out a way to do this. Global key. So let's just call these keyboard. Whoop. Global key keyboard. Global key keyboard. Global key gamepad. Gamepad. Key action. Right. So we don't need to redefine keyboard map action. Right, okay. Okay, let's see. So this might still crap the bed. Oh, let's say. Global key right equals... Can we do this? Global keyboard key right, or... We can do or. Alright, I think we're in business. Gamepad. Okay, I think we might be in business. Gamepad. Cool. So we're gonna allow for redundant inputs because there's not really a reason not to. I guess this could be the kind of thing like, I don't know, just somebody could toggle preferences with this, but I'm kind of like, why? Maybe it's a bad change. I don't know. Gamepad down. Gamepad down, or it's nice we can set some logic in our variable definitions. There's probably better ways to store all this stuff too. We don't need these comments, really. Oh no. Don't delete everything. Don't put the delete key right next to the end key. Aye. Okay, key up. Key gamepad up. Let's see what kind of trouble this gets us into. Key gamepad keyboard. Global key keyboard up. Yeah, someday I just need to dig into yeah, I'm reasonably sure that with like an array similar to how I have gamepad up jumping. I'm pretty sure with how I have, based on what I have set up for the keyboard control remapping, I can use that for a gamepad control remapping. I just need some to set up some arrays with a pile of a pile of like these like constants, like gamepad, pad right, pad left, pad down stuff. Oh yeah, Solarian. I'm working on it, man. It's not completely perfect tonight, It won't be perfect tonight, but I'm trying to make this thing more robust. Thank you for being patient. So, I appreciate it. Everybody that's been toughing it out with Joy to Key and stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It runs on like. It runs on this. It runs on like the Xbox controller rather well. Because, I mean, this is the thing. Like down here. Where is it? Gamepad button check. You can actually read on like the gamepad input. It talks about compatibility. So Windows is fully supported up to a maximum of 4 connected devices using X input DLL. So Xbox controllers ought to be 100% compatible, but you run into like edge case things and stuff like edge case things like multiple gamepads plugged in or a gamepad and a controller. Well, my controller shows up sometime tomorrow, so you have until then. Well, I mean, it's like the thing I'm saying, Solaren, is gamepad input Xbox 360 works already, has worked for a very long time without like additional trickery. So yeah, you should be good to go. It's worked from launch and earlier on the 360. Format gamepad controller. Keep using those words interchangeably. Jumping, up jumping, key attacking. At least this is going to improve it a touch. Oh, crazy. I've never tried connecting a PS3 controller up with a PC keyboard. But I assume the hardware on those is pretty good. Key action, key gamepad action. All right. We can. Almost ready to test this. Almost ready. Keyboard. Okay, all global gameplay inputs, keyboard, or gamepad. So everything's just or now. So this at least would make it easier. So if somebody has a gamepad that's like half recognized or half supported, they ought still to be able to, you know, hook it up to something like Joy to Key if they're doing that. And gamepad won't cancel the keyboard, at least. Let's see. It says gamepad is plugged in. I don't even remember what my jump bump. I should have a note on here that says keyboard controls WASD left and up. Okay. Oh, right. Can't move left. That's it. That's right. I remember. So we have to gamepad. Right, key gamepad left. It should be fine. Global key gamepad left equals negative gamepad check. Oh, unless that negative has to be on the outside now? Let's try that. Don't quite get it. might do it. I don't know. Having some issues with the ore. And this might not work at all. Let's see. Alright, well, if we get this, just like little tweaks set up in there, probably, I'm not just going to scratch my head over gamepad support all night. I'm going to nope, with this setup you can't move left. WASD. Okay, our buttons are screwed up, that's why. Left and left, that's why. Gamepad down, down. Global keyboard left, right, right, left, left, down, down, up. Up jumping, keyboard attacking, gamepad attacking. Each of these is all keyboard on the left. Keyboard action, gamepad action. Yeah, if we get this done in a minute, I want to open up Pixel Edit and look around Pixel Edit for a minute. Because I just got it for $1 in the Humble Bundle. And I want to see what it's like working in there. New tools, experimentation. I put the Photoshop hashtag in the title, but we forgot the Pixel Edit hashtag. Because we're going to do Pixel Edit and not Photoshop tonight. Oh, right, the input delay. Yeah, I think, well, I need to leave the negatives in. Moving left still doesn't work. Yeah, because we need the negatives because that's how global key left equals global key right. Actually, hang on a second. Object player, player input. I just need to see. Well, let me just do this. Global key left equals global key right minus global key left. So if you're pressing both, it's going to subtract it. You get 0. I guess we can take the negatives out. That ought to work, right? Just a little bit of a shift. Let's see. I've got a pile of paper with mail on top of it, with drawings underneath it, and an empty bowl that had cookies in it on top of it. My desk. My sad, sad desk. Moving left works, okay. Oh, right, that's not. Left, right, left. Might be good. Keyboard and gamepad work at the same time. Well, at least now people won't be able to argue with the game being unplayable if too many devices are plugged in. They could still play it with a keyboard, where it's not the best, but it works. It doesn't not work So that's good. Let's do a little run. I just wanna actually let's switch out a different character. Do Santa or something. I just wanna. Game Maker has me nervous now about like weird, mysterious bugs finding their way in. So we'll do a little bit of play. I just want to see if I just run into anything bad. I'll just do swapping. Let's switch the keyboard around so now I can go between gamepad and keyboard as much as I like. Keep your cat out of the room. Back to gamepad. Sure. Oh. I didn't get the glitched out of the room. That's nice. No secrets, just glory. To-do list is in the way. Excuse me, Snake. I'm checking my list. I made a list, I gotta check it twice. Merry Christmas. And my gift to you. Whoa, it's pain. Nope, sometimes the sound effect muting glitches. I wish I knew what that was. Haven't been able to correct it yet. Haven't been able to correct it or find the source for it getting screwy. I feel like there should have been grass at the bottom of these pits. Oh well. Always forget about that crow. Oh yeah, some one of the dudes was talking about this in my Discord the other day. Somebody made a fan sequel to like Ghosts and Goblins or Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and it looks really well done. It was on itch.io or something. I think it was called like Ghosts and Demons or something like that. And like the music, the sprites, everything is just kind of verbatim ghouls and ghosts and goblins stuff, but it's just nice. It looks really good. I don't want to quit. Not when I'm on such a roll. But I did want to go and fix some of these tiles, which I also think I fixed. Man. Maybe they got reverted in a Game Maker update somehow. I wish I knew what that was. It freaks me out. Wait a minute. I thought the torch was on top of you. On top of the player layer. Player layer. That's another thing I'm excited about Game Maker Studio 2, is the whole actual like organizational layers instead of just depth IDs. Sounds nice and easier to organize. If you're a visual person who likes a little bit of visual IDE in their tools, and I do. Shoot. Too much presents. Too much Christmas spirit. I can never get that last shot off. There, he bit me one more time. We're probably good. Still do ladder boosting. Oh, ladder boosting. Ultimate speedrun strat. Keeping that in. It's just so absurd. Again, those tiles there. Alright, so it's like second room and third room after bosses and stuff. Oh, that guy didn't wake up. Exciting. Whoa! Bone came with me. Alright. We'll fight this boss and then we'll get on with it, I suppose. Not sure if I'm going to post this build tonight. I should probably... I'm actually going to talk to Game Freak first. I'm trying to get out of the habit of like doing minimal testing and pushing builds live because you wind up with just shit you wouldn't catch. So if anything, sending it to one of my mates and letting them just fire it up on the debug end first. Because even I wonder, God, it's the kind of thing where WASD. Really should try to like max out inputs a little bit. I don't know. Stuff to test. But this is okay for now. I'm gonna let it be. Now let's get those tiles. Tiny tile tweaks. Scratch my head. Whoa! Game Freak. I was just talking about you. Did you just tune in? Because I had some questions or a thought for you. Nothing crazy. What I wound up doing as like at least a temporary workaround for people that are having oh yeah, no sweat. All right, so I'll get you catch up. I'll get you caught up. I'll turn down iTunes for a quick minute. What I wound up doing for I guess sort of like a workaround for people that are having, people that have like too many devices plugged in or partially supported devices, and GameMaker may still recognize it as gamepad, and like the gamepad and the keyboard doesn't work. I made it so that like both gamepad and keyboard work at the same time. So it's like all of your input variables are checking for like one or the other. So you can oh, Solarian. That's okay. Here, I'll do this while I'm talking. He can watch the intro scene at least. So at least people, if this works, and I think it works. I just did like a quick little run through just to make sure that like controls weren't inverted or junky. But so even if somebody's gamepad doesn't work the way they're intending to, their keyboard still works, so they could still play it on a keyboard, or they could, more easily set up something with Joy to Key because it's not going to... There's less chance of like being like weird keyboard gamepad conflicts as far as certain keys maybe not being recognized because of the gamepad priority stuff. I don't know. So at least I just really wanted to get away from the nothing works, I can't play the game at all, to at least I can play the game on my keyboard and maybe I can take it from there, etc., etc. And just that's a better starting place for more robust support. I don't know, Exactly, and that's okay with me. Someone, say a speedrunner, can definitely exploit that. I don't mind that at all. Or like somebody's cat can step on their keyboard and make somebody mad. That's okay. But I don't know. There's still room for improvement. I just need to sit down and do that. I partly feel like setting up the debug or the like gamepad mapping, gamepad control remapping would be part of that, but I just haven't approached that yet. Where is my version number? Draw version number. Script. It's the problem of all my scripts be all caps. Oh, recent noteworthy stuff. Just add this in here. Simultaneously, okay. So yeah, somebody could use gamepad and keyboard at the same time if they really need to. All right, Sularin, take it easy, dude. Be a good papa. I just want to save. Just let me save. Robin Fire, what's up? How's it going? What are we doing? Oh right, rooms. I have a couple tiles that are out of place. So let me see. We've got a little more Game Maker poking left to do. Yeah, probably the last like 20 or 30 minutes. I think I will fire up Pixel Edit because I want to see what the deal is in there. It was room 2. This couple tiles got goofed. Yep, this guy. 12. I think we set our snap to 24 by 24. Oh, Windows, you gotta be so chimey. Robin Fire, what's new? What is up? Make sure it's on the right layer. Yep, that's all we had to do. Tiny tweak. Secrets. And there's one. Oh, there's another. Jeez. This is definitely stuff that I fixed before. I definitely tweaked this stuff. That bugs me. And, damn it. One step undo. Look at that. Frickin', why can you delete objects from the settings tab? Why? Because I would have put a no floor in this freaking room. Why? Damn it. And now I need to, yeah, collision goes through these guys. Oh my god, all these things. Just a couple straight clicks and you've borked your game. No, 16. Jeepers creepers. Talk about terrible. Yeah, why I should only be able to edit objects from the objects tab. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Now I need to go back and look. I feel like OCD. Did I turn the light off? Did I turn the gas range off? Oh. Did I leave the toaster on? Or why can I delete objects when they're not visible? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Man. Alright, 5, 6. Yes, it's in here. My poor buddy Dan. He was like, I'm trying to find the secret in the Bloody Mansion. I spent like an hour trying to break the tile with the weird floor. And I was like, that's a mistake. It's not it's not actually a thing. Sorry. I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm trying to find the character unlock. I think he just like spent 30 minutes just right there, just trying like blasting it. Blasting it with candy corn. There's gotta be a way through. Oh. My patient friends. I have very patient friends. And look, a branch that we never used. Ah, secrets. Alright. I think it's time to shut Game Maker. It's time to squish my face. Let's close Game Maker. Man, I'm excited. There's a long weekend coming up, New Year's. Maybe I can spend some more time fiddling with the gamepad stuff. Maybe I can make a better overlay for my Twitch. That would be nice. Yeah, Game Freak. I always wanted to put a branch up there, but then... Oh man, I'm sorry. Again, you guys are so patient. What happened probably is I started designing that room layout, and I was like, all right, this will be a cool place to like branch off and have secrets. But then I started organizing the secrets and having all like the character unlock branches happen immediately after the mini boss room. And because that room is like one room deeper, I was like, I'm not gonna have that branch off here. Let's put that branch somewhere else. And I put it like a room or two earlier. So otherwise that was going to be it. That was going to be, you know, a secret over there. Alvaro with the auto host. My squeaky burps. Scripts. Draw version number. Fixed a couple. Bloody Mansion. This is just for me. This commented stuff so I can know what I did recently in like 1.104. Tiny tweaks. Not even really like a big update. Alright. Well, what was it? Pixel Edit. I want to take a look at Pixel Edit for a minute. Let's take a look at Pixel Edit, guys. I thought I saved. I want to save. Save the game. So, probably gonna wrap up the usual time, a little bit after 9 o'clock, and Game Freak. I'll put it up in the beta branch. I might put it up tonight, or I'll put it up tomorrow. I don't want to. I don't want to make stuff immediately live anymore, just because it's too scary. Too many weird things happen, and tile document or animation. Ooh, I like this already. And I think Pixel Edit. Yeah, I want to make stuff just like I want to give people like you, or just let it live a minute. People take a look at it for a second. New document. Window. Single image document. So at least it seems like it forces a little, or it wants to force a little organization, which is okay. Just say. Interesting. It feels like an Adobe thing. I think. Yeah, this is. I'm pretty sure that Pixel Edit is made in Adobe Air. Which I don't really know what that means from like a development standpoint, or what it means to be like an Adobe Air application, but I had suspicions and maybe kind of hoped those might be true, that it being an Adobe-ish thing allows it to be like similar workflow shortcuts and whatnot to Adobe things, Photoshop. Oh, zoom in. And there you go. Brush size, shape, circle. Way to have all the same keyboard shortcuts as Photoshop for the most part, except I can't. It's harder to toggle things. Spacebar, palette. What kind of palette do we have? Can I pop this out? Boink. Yes, I can. Oh, please be a deer and have Visibone enabled. How can we do that? Add current color as a swatch. What can we do? Make a gradient between foreground and background color swatches. Well, I don't know what that means. Oh, cool. Live update. Tiles. That's the thing. Clean 1 pixel line. Oh wait, I probably need. That's the thing that people like about this, is you can do pixel lines without bunching, I guess. Yeah, Photoshop pencil tool doesn't support that. This is more like the pencil tool when you get little thick zigzags like that. It's the kind of thing too where I've been so used to doing pixel art and drawing pixel stuff in Photoshop that I just make a line and just edit. I'll just erase it. Let's go in and clean it up. I hate that little ripple. Weird latent Cintiq settings. Zoom. Okay, how do I zoom out? Nope. Nope, zooming in just zooms in. I feel like I was just doing it. Right click. I think I disabled right click on this thing because of reasons. Oh well, so far this is pretty straightforward. Layers. Probably want that to be bigger. Layer settings, blend modes, okay. Can I name? Oh, I have to click on that thing to rename it. Oh, all caps, cool. Okay, what kind of file format do you use? File, save as. Untitled? What do you call, what do you get called? Just gotta put this away somewhere. Alrighty. Well, so far not bad for $1 program. So many mirror windows. Oh my gosh. What am I trying to find? I'm trying to find this file on my hard drive. Excuse me. What does it look like? Type program pixel edit. I don't know if it has a file extension. .pixel. Funny. Such an enormous extension. Okay. What if it's secretly like a PSD or something? Oh yeah, I can't. Right click to zoom out. That's cute. What's the fill bucket tool? F. F. Not G. Everybody's got to have their little improvement. All right. I'll take it. Actually, cool. Let's. Can I convert this to a tile map? File, edit, selection, tiles, change tile set width. Tile set width. View. I want to mess around with that. Tile grid, control G, control P. Pixel grid, no thanks. There's no tile grid. Alright. No, don't save. Let's make a new thing. Tiled document, yeah. Number of tiles wide, tiles high. Tile width is going to be 32. 32 by 32 tiles. We are going to say... Oh, not 12. Yeah, 32 by 32. Cool. Let's see what this makes. Probably something enormous. Maybe we'll do 16. Because... if we're going to use something like pixel edit for doing world tiles and things like that, potentially we get some better support or dovetail into our editors and things, or our room editor. Merge next down, lose tile mappings, duplicate layer, remove layer, select clear tile. All right, so we identify tiles over here. I guess that makes sense if we have multiple tile size tiles. All right. This is neat. Neat as I'm like looking at a blank canvas. Neat. Pretty neat. World. Oh, look at that little update down there. That was cute. All right, this is going to take some work to get. I wonder if they have palettes, if you can import a palette to or from pixel edit. That would be nice. Oh, that's just a duplicate of this. What do I keep clicking on? Oh, hey, look at that. Lines. That's exciting. Wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. Neat. I remember Wayne was saying he really likes pixel edit. Well, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but V, alright. Move, how do I move this layer? I can move around the document, how do I edit settings, duplicate, remove, clear all tile mappings? No thanks. Color replacer, is the layer fixed? Offset tool. Oh, look at that! Wow! That's exciting. Look at that daft little thing. Wow. Neat, 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 neat. What do we have here? Tile placer tool. I don't know what I just did, but I did it 4 times. Undo draw tile. Zoom to fit image number, maximize center frame. So if I make a selection, how do I... Selection tool. Commit the transform. No. Adding and subtracting to a selection. Okay. Yeah, this is probably very boring stuff for you guys, but I find it pretty interesting. Not really making anything cool or exciting looking tonight, but getting to do some software stuff is fun. Animations, so I guess you'd have like state stored down there. This will take some getting used to if I'm going to use it. You know, I wonder if Pixel Edit is poised now for like a big update, since they're gonna get like a pile of new users checking it out for like the Humble Bundle deal, and then they reply back and say like Pixel Edit 2 is coming out for $30. Or another for $10 you get the new hotness. Very possible, very strategic. I feel like that's sort of, well, I mean, it's hard to say because Game Maker's been doing like kind of like the perennial, like once every year game dev software bundles in the summer. Selection 2, click, drag to transform selection, drag selection to move it. Oh, I'm still stuck on that offset tile. Is it because is it doing this because but yeah, but I remember seeing some people complain that Game Maker did their last bundle and then really shortly after that announced the Studio 2 beta. Which, you know, it's totally reasonable to do. No, not shift. So I can move the selection, I just can't do anything with it. Or I want to make a selection and move it around. Extras. Free transform selected. Okay, so I have to transform it. Huh. Alright. Potato, potato. I'll take it, I guess. Interesting. All right, well. I can't erase colors now. Why can't I erase? Huh, interesting. Something got goofed up in a cute way. Well, alright. Well, I'm going to mess around with some world tile sets for this game. Oh, and I've got like hotkeys for zoom levels. Oh, just plus and minus will zoom in. Okay, I don't have to hold control. Alright. Yeah, some cool keyboard shortcuts in this thing to sort out. Save the world, autosave. Great, okay. I don't know, guys. I think we might have all we're going to do for tonight. I kind of want to go upstairs and put some more hot water in my mug. Refresh my tea. If people are still around... and by 10 or so, gonna be doing some Dungeons and Dragons with some of the boys, the lads on here. Should be nice. And yeah, I don't know. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. It's like almost the end of the week. Yeah. A-Sprite. No, not A-Sprite. It's Pixel Edit. I have A-Sprite too, but I want to use Pixel Edit for some reason. I think just because I know more people that are using it. And there's strength in numbers. So, either way, I have some stuff that I want to be trying to do this weekend. And should be Halloween Forever update coming soon. Maybe I'll put that up on the beta branch now and let it simmer for a day. We can all think about it long and hard, and maybe I'll make it live on Saturday or tomorrow afternoon. Once Mr. Game Freak has had a chance to poke it and exploit it for a new speedrun. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is not goodbye. I will be back in a little bit. I am gonna end the stream for the sake of... Oh, let me press a hotkey. Not that hotkey. We are going to end the stream, but we will be back in a little bit for some Dungeons and Dragons. Some of this! Dragons. Tiamat. So, if you want to hang out, come keep an eye out around like 9:30, 10-ish. We should be here unless the world explodes or if Jorbus gets stuck in the well. And we'll go from there. Game Freak, yeah, dude, thanks for checking in. I'll let you know when this is up on the beta branch, and we can start letting people know they've got some control options to play with. And we're not, like, canceling one thing out for the sake of the other. I think that was a bad choice on my part. And now I recognize the error of my ways. It was folly. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. If I don't see you for D&D, I'll be back at this machine on Monday night, poking it and hopefully doing something cool looking and not just scratching my head debugging gamepad input stuff. Alright, you guys are awesome. Peace.